guys, what's up? It's literally Liz, and it is hot as a motherfucker in my room, but I am about to do a first impression. No, it's not a first impression. I'm about to do a review on the Just Peachy Mattes palette, which looks like this. Shout out to Sabrina for letting me borrow this palette. This is not going to be like a first impressions because I've been using this palette just a little bit, but today I'm going to use more of the shades and like give you guys like an overall review and whether I think this palette is worth it. And I also decided that we're just going to do my full face because why the fuck not? I'm going to start first by prepping my skin and exfoliating and stuff, so I just figured I'd show you guys all of it. Let's get started. So first I'm just going to put this little headband on because my exfoliator is kind of messy and I really don't want it in my hair. Speaking of hair, do you guys like it? I'm going to be exfoliating my face with the Boscia Exfoliating Peel Gel. I haven't used this one in a minute, so I just figured we'll use her. My skin is doing a lot better, if you guys haven't noticed, so I'm really happy about that. It's still kind of got some acne and a lot of scarring and stuff, but it's doing a lot better than it was for a while. This stuff like balls up all of your dead skin and takes it off, and it's really nice. The only thing is, if you have hair on your face, which I do, because I don't shave my face anymore, it gets like balled up in the hair, and that's really annoying because it's hard to get out, but it's really good for taking off all your dead skin. Ugh, this ugly ass mirror is in the shot. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go rinse this shit off my face and then I'll be right back. Okay, so all I did is I went to the bathroom and I used just warm water and I rinsed my face to get this stuff off. And when I do this, I like to really like rub into my face to get everything off. Now my face is super smooth and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of moisturizer because I have very dry skin. So I'm going to be using, this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream Enhanced Hydration. I'm just going to take a little on my finger, dot it around my face. My face feels pretty hydrated today. Like, this is a really good feeling for me. I love this. Now we're going to get started with the actual makeup, so I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. Hey, what's up? I'm Lizzie. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I really love this stuff for hydration, and it like, usually I have problem with foundation sticking to my nose, but I feel like this really helps foundation to help stick onto my nose, so I'm just going to spray this. And it's got a really good spritz. I'm just going to kind of lightly press that in. And then I'm going to take the NYX Angel Veil Primer on my nose. This looks like caulk. A lot of people love this primer. I feel like it's not good for my skin type, but we're taking a risk today. It looks really good and matte on the skin. Can't really tell if it filled in my pores or not. For foundation today, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir in shade 710. And I'm going to mix in just the tiniest like half pump of the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. I haven't used this one in so long because it's way too light for me. And I really love this foundation and I really miss it. So we're just going to do it. First, I got to go wet my sponges. I am so unprepared. I high-key meant to do my eyes first because I don't know what I'm doing. But I already did my primer and stuff, so I'm just going to keep going with how I'm going. So I guess like when we test this palette, we'll also be testing like fallout and how much gets on my face. I'm using the lid to my shadow like brush switcher thing to mix these foundations in. I don't know. Probably good enough. Also, I'm going to do a review of this foundation soon, so give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see that. Obviously not a first impressions because I've been using it, but I'd like to, you know, like give you a review. It's kind of newer, so maybe you guys would like to hear about it and see if I like it. I'm going to use this little, it's called a spatty, and I'm just going to use this to put the foundation on my face in different places. There's still a lot in here, so I'm just going to blend this in first. I'm going to be using my Flower Beauty sponge that is wet. I can still see like quite a bit of redness peeking through, so I'm just going to take my sponge, dip it right into the, that's a lot, but I don't really care. I'm also going to like take this down my neck. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I feel like I'm kind of getting cold and I feel like I sound like snuffly and I can't even hear really well, but like it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and first I'm going to conceal like the center of my face, and I'm going to blend that out with the same flower sponge. I'm also going to use this concealer for under my eyes, but I'm going to blend that out with a Real Beauty blender just because this is easier to get under your eyes. No, there's a fucking fly in here. This concealer pretty much dries down on its own, but I'm gonna set it with a little bit of RCMA powder. I don't know when my camera stopped recording, but I just now contoured my nose, and now I'm gonna go in with my foundation sponge and just lightly go over that. And now I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my powder and a big brush. I'm gonna put a little bit more powder on my forehead because my forehead tends to get oily somehow. Always dry, but like when I'm wearing makeup, my forehead gets oily. I'm quickly gonna do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, it's a pretty decent brow day, I cannot complain, and now it's time to get started with the eyeshadow. So this is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. It has 12 shades in it and it looks like this. And this retails, let me tell you guys how much this retails for. Alright, the Too Faced Just Peachy Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette is $45. And it is a long-wearing eyeshadow palette with 12 highly pigmented matte hues for endless eye looks. Okay. I think today we're going to do some type of cut crease because I want to use a lot of shades in here, and there's some shades I haven't used yet. So I definitely want to use one of these like red shades. I think I'm going to start out with the shade Just Peachy, and I'm going to start like kind of sketching out a little new crease. I'm going to use a Morphe M432 for this. I like to go just, no, that's way too high up, okay. Just above my natural crease, and I'm gonna kind of wing it out. This shade does have some pigment. It kind of like went right on there. I didn't think this was gonna show up very much, but it definitely is. That's as close as it gets. I know this looks messy right now, but it is fine. This is a Sephora rounded crease brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it out with this after I clean it, because God knows my brushes is dirty. It's not blending out too much, so I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit more on my brush. It's not blending out great, but maybe that's because I have a really big brush. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M562. I'm gonna grab more of the Just Peachy shade. Okay. That's a good brush for this. Oh my god, this goddamn fly. Now I'm gonna grab a clean, fluffy blending brush, blend at the edges. That looks pretty decent. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Peach Punch right here. This is like my favorite shade in the palette, the one that stands out to me the most, so I'm gonna go in with that shade. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M321, and I'm gonna grab the Peach Punch shade. This is like a little pencil brush. I'm gonna start in the center and kind of like work the color around. I'm gonna blend that out with the little M562 brush, and then maybe add more if I need some more pigment. I'm so bad at looking at the camera to see if I'm recording, but I just took a little bit of Peaches and Cream and Peach Butter to blend out the edges a little bit, and now I'm going back in with the fluffy brush, clean fluffy brush. Okay, that's not looking bad. Haven't mentioned this yet, the palette has a little bit of kickback, but it's not terrible. Sometimes when I hit the shade Just Peachy, instead of like kicking up in the pan, it almost like kicks up on like the black part around the pan. It's really strange. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Peach Sangria. Yes, let's get this deep. I'm just gonna take that on this little like flat like shader brush and kind of work it in there. Okay, not super pigmented. Grabbing this brush, a little bit of Peach Punch, tap it off, and blend. Oh good god, it's so hot in here, 420 blaze it. That shade did not blend out super well. That's not bad. I'm getting bored. I'm gonna grab more of Peach Sangria with the pencil brush, just try to like pack it on a little bit more. Peach Butter, and I'm just gonna kind of like blend under my eyebrow a little and like highlight. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna clean this up with some concealer. I'm just gonna take some Tarte Shape Tape on the back of my hand. I'm doing kind of a bad job carving this out. So I just carved this out, and now I'm gonna go back in with a blending brush. Let's start with the smallest one. Kinda adjust this inner portion right here. It's not like even, so I'm gonna try to add a little bit of the shades, just a little bit of Just Peachy. Try to blend this part down. Well, that looks better already. Now that this is carved out, it looks nice and blended. I'm gonna go back in with this stiffer blending brush and the shade Peach Butter. Add a little bit more highlighting. That looks pretty good. I really want to use more shades, but like I kind of just want to add a winged eyeliner. A smoky brown winged liner. Now, I really don't want to go through all of that work. So I'm just going to add a winged liner real quick. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. Fuck. Okay, now I did fuck it up. Ah, now it bends funny when I have my eyes open. Fuck. Maybe I can add some concealer and fix that shit. For my lower lash line, I think I just want to kind of make it a little smoky. I'm just going to take the shade Peach Tea all across my lash line using a different pencil brush. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the shade Peach Sangria. Okay, this is a matte palette, but this shade looks like it has shimmer in it, like some type of sheen. Like, I don't think this is a matte shade. But whatever, it blended out matte on my crease. Ooh, I see some patchiness right here. And now on my little definer brush, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the shade Peach Tart, which I haven't used this shade yet either. And I'm just going to like put this very close to my lash line on the outer corner. Okay, so I think I'm done with this eye, so I'm going to do my other eye off camera real quick, and I'll be right back for my face. Okay, so I finished up the eyes, and I actually think they look really cool. Like, I was kind of afraid that this was about to be a flop, but I actually really like the eye look. So now we're going to finish up the face. I'm going to bronze up my face using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer. I don't think I'm going to contour today. I think I'm going to just do a little bronzy bronze. I'm also going to bronze up my forehead, and I've really been loving doing this to my forehead. I like to go in, honey. I can't really see the bronzer on my forehead, so I'm keep going in, but I feel like when I'm done, I'm gonna have like some type of bronzer helmet thing going on here. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics in Eclipse. This goes great with peachy look because it's got a peachy undertone. But also, I literally just don't wear anything but this highlighter. Like, I don't care if it matches the look. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, this highlighter, it just gives it to me. Right, okay. So it was right on my acne. Like, I don't care. I'll fucking put disco balls on my face. It's fine. I'm going to apply some blush. I'm going to use Milani Luminoso. She's beautiful. A perfect blush for whenever. Whatever look you want to do, she's your go-to gal. low-key a lot of blush, so I'm gonna put my powder brush over that. Now all I have to do is lips. No, it's not true. I have to do like eyelashes and mascara and all that. But after I do that, I'm gonna do lips. So I'll be right back with the finished look. Okay guys, so here's the final look. The eyelashes I popped on are the Pure Eyelashes in Diva. I am wearing Butt Naked lipstick by Jeffree Star with the Papa Don't Peach lip gloss on top. And I set my face with some MAC Fix Plus. These shadows are pretty good. I really do like this palette. It blended out nicely. The darker shade in my crease isn't like exactly as like bloody red as it should be, like it shows in the pan, but I still really like it. The way it blended out was nice. I didn't have any trouble like cutting it with the concealer, and overall I think that this look is pretty good. I don't know if this palette's worth $45, but I really do like the shades and the tones in here. This is a very me palette, so for me, I guess it would be worth it, but it's up to you if you want to get it or not. But I would say that it is literally list approved. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Thumbs up if you want to see me do a review on this foundation. Thumbs up if you want to see a get ready with me with my mom. And comment down below other video ideas that you guys would really like to see. And I've got to get going because this blending took so long that I'm almost late for work. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I love you guys, and bye!